every moment that I find something is beautiful. Photography is in the finding of the thing. Hi, I'm James Archambeault. I'm a Kentucky photographer. I live in Lexington. I have produced 6 books on the state of Kentucky. My latest book is Kentucky Horse Country, which will be published in September of 2008. I realized that these horses, like Aladar, like Seattle Slew, Secretariat, they were alive and well, and I was alive and well, and I was going to photograph these horses because they were famous. And so I asked permission from the farms, and they readily gave it to me. And so I photographed these horses, a cigar, over a period of years. So I had a collection of these horses, many of which are now deceased. John Henry, and I am so glad I did, because I don't know who has a better collection of these famous horses than I do. Now maybe there is somebody, but I don't think there is. And I just did it because I thought I had to do it. I mean, they're there, and they're running around, and I'm here, and I got my camera, and so I captured it. And then over the years, I had a collection of all these horses. And of course, the book is not just about these horses, but there are probably 10 or 12 or 15 famous horses in that book. And but there's a lot of other things. There's racing, and there's just regular, pastures and barns, and it's the bluegrass. It's about the bluegrass. Well, I didn't think about this when I started photographing, but I think that I have created in the minds of many people who never thought about it, the beauty that is around them all the time. And I produce beauty, and a lot of people say, well, beauty's hackney, and, but sorry, I like beauty. Once I moved to Kentucky in 1970, I became fascinated with Kentucky landscape, and I bought a camera, and I started to photograph on weekends and after work and so forth. And over the years, I began to collect a bunch of photographs that I thought were pretty good, and people thought they were pretty good too. So, it ended up that I loved getting out and taking photographs. And so in 1979, I quit my job and became a, quote, full-time photographer. No one knew who I was or anything, but it worked out that I had some luck along the way, and my first book came out in 1982. So, you just gotta believe in yourself and go for it, and love what you do. I think that's the important thing. The photography is in the finding of the thing. It's in the person seeing the photograph long before they get the camera out. It's like an instant, intuitive, oh my God, this is what I want to photograph. And then you get your equipment out and you photograph it. And that's what takes the time and the work. And I think that people who are photographers or artists, if you want to even call me that, I think that they are born with a certain gift. But the gift has to be developed. You just can't let it lay there. And I think we all have gifts to make into something that brings beauty and comfort to people. And I'm just lucky that I have a gift that I have developed, and it's still 90% work and 10% creativity. And any artist or writer will tell you that. It just doesn't come. It's a lot of work, hard work, but good work. There's beauty everywhere, and it may not be beauty, it may be journalistic, it may be portraits, but the principles are always there. The principles of photography are the same principles whether you're doing landscape or nature or birds or people. I still enjoy writing. I do a lot of writing, but the photography is separate, and I'm self-taught. I never took a class in photography. I just went out and started photographing, and I would recommend that to anybody who is interested in doing photography. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Now the other thing is that I think that if I had a mentor, it was all the photographers who went before me and their books, and I would pore over their books, and I have a library of books. And so if these photographs by these photographers are considered good, then I'm going to try to not copy them, but make my photographs as good as these. And so actually libraries, bookstores, and just shooting. And then, you know, one day, I'll never forget it, one day I took a photograph of 3 horses on a hill. And I came back, and this is in the old darkroom days, when, you know, no digital, you know, this was a long time ago. And I had a darkroom in my bathroom, and I developed this print, and I looked at it, and I said, that's a good print. I said, if I can do this once, I can do it again. And that was what propelled me, you know, on to just keep on photographing. And it's worked out well for me. It's intuition.